Hey folks, I was doing day 2 and 3 vlog for ZCON because today we didn't do a whole lot, and last night I was too drunk to shoot a video. So I just wanted to go over kind of the things we did the last 2 days. So yesterday morning we got out of here a decent time and went to the car show over at the Mall of Georgia. I've got some pictures of the stuff from the show. That's the official ZCCA show. I believe that's where they get all the judged cars for ZCCA's like yearly event. As far as I know, there wasn't any perfect scores, so there wasn't any cars that were like, essentially if you get a perfect score, your car can never be entered in a ZCCA car show again, so you have to build a new car to enter in the car shows. But you get like immortalized to get a trophy and all this stuff. But anyways, there was no perfects as far as I know. There was a lot of cars that scored really high though, so they ended up having to raise the bar for second round judging, because once you end up with so many cars over a certain number, you do second round judging to rejudge them to look more deeply for issues. And they had to raise the number up. I don't remember how high they went, but there was just too many. There was like 28 cars with the normal second round judging number, and that's just way too much to do, so they had to raise it up to cut it down. After that car show, we rolled down to Z1 Motorsports. That was about an hour and a half drive. Z1 does mostly Z32, 350Z, 370Z parts, really not a whole lot of S30 stuff, but they gave us a tour of their facility. We saw some pretty cool stuff there. There was some free food too. They gave us like a food truck food. There was a cutaway of a Z32 engine. And it was pretty neat to check out, just so you could kind of get an idea of, like, basically half the engine was cut away in certain sections, so you could see what things looked like on the inside, which was pretty neat. They had a VR30 DTT out of a car just sitting on a rack, which you don't see very often. That's the engines in like the Q50S, Red Sport, the twin turbo model, the 3-liter turbo. They also saw a pretty cool vaporwave toolbox. And I just snapped some pics of some cars that were parked around.
Hey, son of a bitch!
Yesterday afternoon they started tech inspection for track day, which is tomorrow. We're going to Road Atlanta tomorrow actually to see cars run, get pictures. I'm going to do some separate videos of the stuff from my DSLR, because I'm going to touch up those pictures before I put them out. So I'll probably just upload an album or something like that. I might do something where I talk about some of the pictures for cars that came out that we saw. But that'll all be in one big video. And then yesterday night we went to Sweetwater Brewery, which they did the complimentary beer thing, got to try a bunch of beers out. And I had a few too many and got a little drunk. They actually gave us the glasses. We got to take home our actual beer glasses. So that's kind of cool. And then we came back to the hotel and hung out with the Austin Infinity guys. Well, Guy, Craig, and one of the reps from this area too, Atlanta, Erica, and just talked to them about some stuff and watched some videos from the Austin Infinity meet that I missed because of my birthday party stuff this year. Anyways, and then today was a pretty slow day. I woke up pretty hungover, but within a couple hours I was pretty cleared up. We went down to this place called Breaker Korean Barbecue. It was like an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue place where they'd cook it like at your table in front of you. It was pretty nice.
You boys want to go to the Sizzler?
Good food. Tasted really nice. It was good. You should try it out if you're in town. If you're in the Duluth area. We had to go shopping for Miles because last video I mentioned the guy who's playing got hit by lightning. Well, his clothes never showed up. Southwest somehow lost all of the luggage for like 30 people that were on that flight, and he just has no luggage. He has had no luggage since he got here, so we went and got him some stuff he could wear.
Right there.
The Vaporwave Mall, my dudes.
What are you doing?
This really does look like Rolling Oaks. It's creepy. I'm filming. I gotta shoot content for the vlog because I don't know what to shoot for the last 2 days. God damn it. Hey, Ion. How does this mall make you feel on the inside? You real stoked? Be at a mall on a Thursday at 2 p.m.?
Terrible.
This is scary, dude. Like, I think we're the only people in this place. I think they're gonna ask us if we want to work here.
I might get.
Hey, I work in a mall technically.
Yeah. Huh?
So I work in a mall technically. It was a mall.
Oh, Woods Park.
Oh, fair point.
Yeah.
What's this deep down to?
Wait. Oh, you're talking about DTLR?
Hey, keep going.
Yeah.
So I've had no clothes for 4 days. My luggage is
You gotta tell this story. Tell this
I
story.
have 0 underwear, very small amount of hygiene products, and now the only thing that I can fucking find is a jumpsuit place. It's the only thing, or a fucking tux place. I'm either wearing a fucking tux or a goddamn jumpsuit.
No,
for the
no,
rest
no,
of the
wait.
week.
Oh, can we get jumpsuits?
What he's doing
We all get
is he's
jumpsuits.
gonna wear a bridal dress.
Or a bridal dress. I'm into 3 motherfucking things. Oh, damn it.
This is the guy whose plane got hit by lightning and he lost his luggage because of it, by the way.
Jumpsuit it is. We all get matching jumpsuits.
I mean, I'd be kind of down for that. We ended up at a Dead Mall to go check out a Macy's for the stuff, so it's kind of cool. I've got some footage of the Dead Mall I'll throw in here. I think Dead Malls are really entertaining. I mean, this one isn't even really that dead, but
No, I don't consider this a dead mall. I've never visited Windsor Park. I got to go eat a dick was. Big fat.
yeah, Windsor Park was dead. Rolling Oaks is still doing pretty good.
Yeah.
North Star's not bad.
North Star is.
Payless Shoe Source. Professional Body Works. Lease now, Dead Mall. Macy's had some goofy ass clothes, so we were trying to find like a really terrible outfit that would match all 4 of us, so that we could all wear the same outfit to the closing ceremony. But they ended up not having, at least one of each wasn't in one of our sizes, or they didn't have enough of each of the terrible pieces of clothing we were looking at. There was this dope ass American flag sweater that I was checking out, but it's like a $300 sweater. I'll show a picture of it here with me and Miles wearing it, but it's a dope ass sweater, but it was like a $300 sweater marked kind of like $66, and I was like, that's still too much. If it were like, and it's like knit and real heavy, it's kind of like those type of sweaters that like our White Goose wears in his like speed running videos. It was pretty good. And then tonight, we got back from shopping. I fell asleep, took a nap, watching some TV. And then I went out with my buddy Carlos and had some dinner. We found a taqueria out here that is like legit Mexican food, like Mexican food. I had chilaquiles with like steak on top. It was great. I didn't expect to have anything like that in Atlanta, so I was pretty surprised, especially because my boy Mike always complained so much about how the Mexican food here was just dog shit. But I don't know, man. I thought it was awesome. So I don't know if he lived in a different part. He lived near Z1 because he was working at Z1, and that's like southwest of Atlanta, and we're northeast of Atlanta. So he's pretty far from here to try and drive for Mexican food. I don't know if it's worth it, but I thought it was decent. And I will cut to some clips in and out here if there's stuff that's relevant. Anyways, that's day 2 and day 3 wrap up. I will probably most likely I'll do day 4 and day 5 separately because they're a little bit busier days. I just combined these because today there was literally nothing I wanted to do. It was just the car cruise, which I wasn't ready to drive another 3 hours today after driving like 4.5 yesterday. And then they had the autocross, which I'm not going to autocross my car when I'm hundreds of miles from home. It's just not a good idea. Anyways, thanks for checking it out, and there should be a new one tomorrow night.